We have some major breaking news right now as the Edmonton Oilers are over the cap limit and seem to made a trade that I actually could agree on with this trade. Jeff Jackson doing his thing. But before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, like anything NHL or MLB related, from anything from trades, rumors, news, whatever, especially the Oilers and the Blue Jays. We got it covered here on the channel for you. Now let's get into this. After a firing free agent frenzy for Jeff Jackson that made the Oilers even better than they were last season, he found himself just over the salary cap by about $3 million or so without Proberg or Holloway signing, but he has made a trade to clear some of that salary cap up. As first reported by Elliot Freeman, the Edmonton Oilers are trading Ryan Mcleod and Tulio to the Buffalo Sabres in exchange for Matt Savoy. Tulio was drafted 3rd or 4th round a few years ago. Steal of a pick, people were saying, just hasn't really turned out in the Oilers organization. And of course, Ryan Mcleod being a key part to that bottom six over the last few years. Speedy just couldn't get it going in the playoffs, and his cap hit was the reason why we needed to shred some cap. The Oilers are getting Matthew Savoy back, a guy that I've been watching since he's been drafted. He played played one game with the Buffalo Sabres in the NHL, and that was it. He did play in the AHL for 6 games last season when he got 5 points in 6 games, He did play for the Rochester Americans in the AHL that time, but then he got sent back down to junior, which he played with the Wild. He had 24 points in 11 games, then got traded to the Moose Jaw Warriors, where he put up 47 and 23. So a guy that can score, put goals in the net, a guy who, with the Winnipeg Ice in the WHL before he got drafted, had 95 points in 62 games. So 90 points in 65 the year before that. I am excited. If you can't tell, I'm actually excited for this. Matthew Savoy coming to the Edmonton Oilers could be a huge bump. He is probably in his progression of just under Dylan Holloway, but I do believe he's over Xavier Bourgault and Raphael Lavoie. So we could possibly see Matthew Savoy appear a couple times this year, more than likely not for another year or two. Get him under the Oilers organization, see what he could do. He did play for Canada's U20 team last year as well. He was the assistant captain at one point in 4 games there. Ryan Mcleod, of course, some can call him a fan favorite. I was a favorite of Ryan Mcleod's. I liked how speedy he was and whatnot. He had 4 goals, no assists in 24 playoff games this year at 13 and 56 games this season. Of course, losing Ryan Mcleod, penalty kill specialist. So we'll see probably a different penalty kill, because we had Warren Fogle and Ryan Mcleod on that one unit. I believe we'll see Nuge, Henrique. You could probably throw in Brown and Yamark, of course, them. So it's going to be a new-looking penalty kill unit that we're going to be seeing with the Edmonton Oilers for sure. But over the course of his career, Ryan Mcleod had 75 points in 219 games. Tulio with the Bakersfield Condors. I'm just pulling these stats up now. This website doesn't really like pulling stats. With Bakersfield, he had 21 points in 54 games last season and 26 and 63 the season before. Put up 86 and 65 with the Oshawa Generals back in 21-22 season. So that's the developing news. Edmonton Oilers trade Ryan Mcleod and Tulio for Matthew Savoy. I'm excited to see what this kid can bring. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Gillis TV. Have a good one.